Listen, they do not tell you what this show is about, okay? You need to figure that out for yourself, bud. Okay. If for 1 second you want to call what happened here yesterday real, all I can tell you is, well, it helps when if you're gonna smoke those gas station pre rolls, do them one at a time so you kind of know which way you're leaning. If you need a little one way or the other, and if it's, you try the one, a lot of them are the indica and they got the sativa, and they both kind of do different things. And some of them, they specialize in different stuff, man. But just don't go get a whole freaking bunch of them and try them all at once, or you won't know what happens. Shit, you might not know what's happening right now. I suggest you just get a little vapey vape and you know exactly how much of a puff you're taking and put that fucker away before you try to do some weird He-Man shit in the middle of a clown show. Okay. It's bad enough as it is trying to get people to understand without stone motherfuckers in the middle of it. So, hey, try to have a heart. Okay. We're not trying to make anybody look like too much of you know, a bonehead that didn't know what was going on. That's not what we're after here. Unless you got to throw a bunch of smoke over something like actually making sense for a little too long, then that would be great. Okay. But we're not going to do let's just see if they throttle back on the sense making. Hey, buddy, what are you fucking stupid? Hey, I'm sorry about that. Sorry. Hey, PG-13, you might want to put the kids away. But really, man, if you're making too much sense in one place and you're doing it out loud, you may want to consider that whole whispery pirate thing, at least for your own sake. If you're going to try to sound smart, if you're going to try to sound like you got something put together, you do yourself a favor and just tone it down a little bit so no one has to know about it while you're, you know, um, just scheming your schemes and stuff. Fictitious schemes, of course, right? I mean, what might a guy do if he had to do what he had to do? You know, if a bubble gum shoe fly shoot, well, I wouldn't have knew. You know what I mean? Exactly. You're doing good, man. Just don't freak out. Okay. That's all you got to do is once you start figuring this thing out, last thing you want to do is once you get a little chuckle in you, is start going the other way, putting other, you know what I mean? We might start putting this picture in focus, buddy. And if you take it all at once a little too hard, man, that shit can fuck you up. You better settle the hell down with that shit, truth seeking and all that. I saw you with that book over there. I seen it was from the nine. Yes, I know where you were. Okay. It's hard enough just to, you know, not go all, woolly foo foo, laughing hyena mode without extra facts to freaking fill your head with. All right. That is no good. And if you're trying to watch a TV on top of that, have these doggone, mofos trying to tell you what's good as if it might be. Oh, bud, you're going to need you need a guided tour, okay? You're no longer allowed to take that stuff in without touching base at least once a week, okay? If you're not tuning in to the Whispering Pirate podcast or whatever the hell this thing's supposed to be, I don't even know. Don't test me, okay? All right. If you knew what was good, you might keep the answers to yourself until you're sure. And if you're not sure, even if you think you're sure, you might want to have someone talk you out of that shit because you never know how much damage you're going to do by thinking you're sure. Okay, even if you're not totally sure. I mean, unless you're putting on deodorant, I suggest you get your hand down first and foremost. If you don't know what I'm talking about, excellent. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, next. Anybody got any new problems? New problems today. Next. There was no next person. Sorry about that. I just felt like saying next. Okay, but if we do need to for any reason, if somebody's got a ambulance call to make, please do understand that some parts of this show may at one point or another, for brief moments, be true. I'm not going to lie. Okay. They're only as true as you let them be. All right. And if you don't look them up to find out whether they're real or not, I mean, this whole thing could be made up. It could all just be a big stunt in the studio. Okay. Get out of here. Think it's real? you're already on my bedside if you're trying to call the show at all part of the nonfiction section of the recordings that you may find in the library or wherever they put that stuff. Okay? But hey, you know what? You can't have a circle around you that says "bless your heart, people" in the middle of all the whole time. Okay, so don't hog it. All right. But for now, bless your heart. I fucking love you, man. If you haven't had that in a while, it might feel funny. Okay, this is one of the true parts of the show, man. Now, if you haven't heard anybody say that and actually mean it, man, it might make you feel funny. Just take it easy, dude. Hey, take a breathe through your nose, man. Don't get all crazy. All right, feed your cats for crying out loud, man. Clean the litter box or whatever they. Man, it kind of stinks in there, man. Okay, well, at least you're not exercising demons yet. Okay, that'll take 100 years, and once you do, you may wonder why you have cats, or it could just be that you've had the satisfaction of refinishing a bunch of hardwood and having to push on through that cat smell. However many years of it that it took to be like that. You'll never forget, right? It's probably better we don't know, to be honest, okay? Now, one thing you gotta do sometimes is not touch on a damn thing, all right? Because the more they do, the more they screw things up, all right? Now, just think about these things, okay? Anytime you want a problem, reaction, solution to somebody, I mean, first of all, personally, that sounds like fighting words to me. Last time I had somebody problem, reaction, solution me, let's just say the aftermath was classified and I can't talk about it. And it probably wouldn't be a good idea if you knew anyway. Okay. And if I'm lying, that's okay because it might be true in some other place that you haven't been to yet. And if you don't think about it, you might end up there. Okay. That's the last thing we want, dude. We're trying to get you back here, not send you off. All right, bud. Hey, just remember that. If you start feeling some kind of way because a guy ain't making sense, just imagine how bad it'd be if he did. Settle the fuck down, would you? Please. Crying out loud, man. Don't get this all emo on me, man. I know you're huffy and puffy about not getting it. Can you just breathe through your nose, man? Don't exhale all the way. Breathe out like 65, 70%. Let that hit that stop, man. When you get there, dude, that's where you turn it around early, man. Okay? You're going to turn it around early and breathe back through your nose. And your goal, when you get that air moving back into your body, you're going to stir that bunch of air you left in there like some kind of genius. Okay. You know, I mean, I don't know why anybody would call you that, but um, more like some kind of moron. Okay. That had any clue at all at one point or another. Okay. He's going to breathe that air in through his nose. He's not going to open it up, yappity yapping like this moron here. Okay. You want to tell some jokes? You start with freaking, you know, well, my name is, like, no, thanks. Just hang on a second. We'll get there, man. You can do your thing later. No, but if you think you're trying to be funny, at least fucking understand where you're going with it. All right. I can help you out. Chill out, man. Okay. So now we got quite a ways yesterday. We kind of zoomed through the Civil War and how slavery should already been knowing that it was going to be ended soon. And the reality was that it didn't take much for a sense to look at the world around you, kind of get a feeling like somebody wasn't telling you how fast technology was about to start moving. And for a guy that ain't really done much, but maybe bang rocks and sticks together, or maybe you know, build a house with like wooden pegs and, rubber mounts or wood mounts. You know, just the basic tool selection, little something for your wheelhouse. Okay. You can do things you can do things in a land of make believe with real tools. It's all right, man. You don't have to actually make it out to be totally real and stuff. Hey, first of all, we got to keep people a little confused. We don't want to tell them the whole story because if you tell them a little bit too much truth all at once, you run the risk of sending them off. And if you could not do that, I can't say whether I've tried it or not, but I have a feeling I've gotten pretty close if I haven't. Okay? It's not any good. You don't want to be the guy that tells the truth to somebody that just because they don't have it, because you think somehow you're going to fucking add value to their day. All right. Or to their any sort of anything. Matter of fact, if you want to stop being the judge of what adds value to my life as a general rule of thumb, that'd be real great. You understand? If you think you know what's good for me, you better stand the fuck in my shoes before you try to decide on that shit. Now, mind you, it's only a clown show mockumentary, okay? Don't get all your onions in a bundle, buddy. Hey, I fucking love you, man. But why would I want you to do that if you knew it was gonna piss me off like that? Come on, man. Think I'm gonna let you do that? Now, hang on a second. I was trying to say I was trying to make a big thing about how I was getting pissed off at you, man. I don't want you to feel, anxious or anything like that. But wouldn't you like to know if that was a good idea or not? Because sometimes you vote on stuff, and if it ain't ready, if it ain't right for me, and you're voting on stuff that affects me, I'm gonna have to be mindful about both, aren't I? I mean, if it was real for even a split second, a moment in time, a wrinkle in time, you know what I mean? When they read that story yet, I think it was kind of ahead of its time, wasn't it? Yeah, we could do stories another day. All right, we got enough stories just running off into fiction. You know what I mean? Like that grass they feed your freaking grass fed. When the neighbor's yard runs off, and they try to keep it down so it ain't so herbicidal. You know what I mean? But at least they do. Now they do finish them with grass. It's just ever since that thing, man, they got that whatever they put the whole fucking damn, shit creek or whatever up running through there now. We got a little bit of runoff in the grass. You know that ain't organic. It's just better than feeding your freaking your beef cattle Wheaties or something. Yeah, yeah. No, that's a fact, Jack. I wouldn't feed them Wheaties if I were you. Matter of fact, I'm going ahead and believe it ain't butter too. Just a rule of thumb, ma'am, back there. Okay, if it's cheap, it's chunk. All right, chunk it. Ain't going on my toast. No sirree, Bob. Not even that Ezekiel stuff that's supposed to be good for you. And I'm not going to say whether it is or not, but it does make me feel good about it, at least. Okay. If I can lie to myself about something being good, you better stay the fuck out the hell out of the damn way. Okay. Twice. That's right. If that's the only thing that lifts my spirits today is the fact I can lie to myself about my toast, you better stay the heck back. All right, buddy? 'Cause some people it's that serious. And it really does be like that sometimes. Okay, if you ain't got nothing to be excited about, you better make damn sure you don't get any peace of mind. All right? Because that is all mine. All right? This might be a clown show. It might be a mockumentary about this, that, and the other thing. There are certain things you better understand, pal. Okay? One of them, we don't need no metal around here. You understand that? Nope. No, we don't. We don't believe in that rusty crap back there. Nope. You know what that means? Means we like to serve our justice just a little bit lukewarm. No worries. No worries. Hey, it's just a clown show. Ain't nothing going wrong here. And believe me, if there was going to be something, they would tell you way ahead of time, ma'am. No, I assure you, it's just an act. Okay, but hey, what's wrong with you? I can't tell how many people walk in here start making faces like what am I doing wrong? Like I set the house on fire or something. Well, you know what? Maybe if the house was on fire, they'd get a sense of what was good, enough to run away from what wasn't. I would not suggest doing that. Okay. I know it's hard enough to get them kids off the damn how many device, whatever. Hey, honestly, kids, I think it's very hard to get damn folks off them son bitches most of the doggone time, really. Don't you call me a liar. I know you wouldn't. All right. uh, yeah, that's just between us, all right? You guys, moon pies and freaking cracker jacks, that's everybody. Yeah, if you want to stick around that, they are organic kind. I don't know what the hell generic ass brand they got, but no, we got moon pies and cracker jacks for after snacking on. Yep, yep. No, that's from the what was that from the Association for quickly made up fictitious name of people that gave all them snacks because I don't want to admit to having bought them. I don't want y'all getting an idea like that's going to be a regular thing. Okay, so just being real with you. but not so real that it's real. Don't get weird on me. Okay. So, uh, second industrial revolution. All right, we got balloons, man. As soon as they could get that word, that good word, whatever that real good word is, I'm talking about creamy word, man. That freaking the shit you could scoop and freaking blow off at people, and have 'em, like stick to stuff and all that. I'm not talking this flimsy like skim milk, take the fat out before they dehydrate it just so it lasts a little longer into the time of suffering when you probably um would just about be glad you had any sort of milk, let alone you know what might be thought of as fake milk. Because when that hallelujah blows over this milk, it better have that same kind of cream if you're talking about anything real. Okay. And if there is any lack of certainty there, y'all better not be blowing any whistles or waving any flags, or you do not come up in here talking about however many man panel or nothing like that. Okay. What you guys do down the street as consenting adults with a couple freaking TV screens putting up like there, like there's a whole thing going on, right? Hey, consenting adults, we ain't no problem with you. Just don't bring your funkiness over here, okay? All right. If you want to curse at something, curse that washing machine until you fix it. All right. Or curse that pile of dishes till the fucking dish is done. All right. We don't need no funny business talking about our fellow folks over here. I don't care what the color they are, what flavor they fart in. Okay. You better not either. All right. Now, things have been rough enough. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but some bunch of sons of bitches, apparently the same ones that helped let all the people go. All right. These motherfuckers want to burn the whole damn thing down. And I can't figure out for the life of me why. Now, I don't know about you, but I haven't exactly learned much about the history of, you know, uh, funky looking architecture or what the hell damn to give about what the heck square or what freaking column. I mean, all I know is if they keep on trying to tear that one column down in Augusta, they're going to keep on enjoying the way that curse hits them, don't they? And whoever made that thing stirred up, boy, you better freaking decide what the joke is and what to leave alone, buddy. There may be a couple things, but ironically enough, is that Roman damn pillar shit down there. Some old boy tried to tear that motherfucker down. A doggone again, guess what happened to him? Well, let's just say he ain't like a Timex no more. I don't know if he ever was, really. I mean, we're not talking about real people. My goodness. I mean, if you know what's good and you happen to look after yourself and you steer clear of something else entirely, that wouldn't be bad, would it? If anybody wants to start huffing and puffing your way because you're celebrating a tiny bit for still being alive or something, hey, man, share some of your moon pies with them. So try to settle them down and just, maybe they need a little morale boost or something, man. Invite them over for dinner. Hell, I'll pay. All right. Y'all need something more to fix for dinner. You come on over. We'll send a couple chickens and freaking bag of potatoes home with your wife. All right. But that's the only part real about this show now. You understand that? We ain't friends on the whole thing outside, right? You know what I'm saying, right? Oh yeah, boy. Yeah. No. Uh we still got appearances to make out there, and one thing a clown can be is too incredible. You know what I mean? He is. Just can't be too incredible, man. And if you don't know what an incredible clown is, you better sit the fuck down and try to learn. Okay? The last thing we need is anybody getting hurt over a couple freaking clown show bits of nonsense, buddy. A lot of people work real hard to put some ideas together for you, maybe even to last long enough to get to your ass. All you can do is sit there and hem and haw, squirming around in your chair about what the hell's good and this and that and the other thing. You better learn something. Okay, just because it is a clown show mockumentary, I don't want you to go thinking this is a Trailer Pork Boys or something like that. There's still some people that don't eat pork. All right, and we ain't about to step on nobody's freaking way they like their food and all that. Okay. Now, luckily, science has finally caught up with what the hell's good or bad about it. You know what I mean? You really, I mean, if you want to eat pig, I ain't saying it's a good idea, like between you and me and the Lord and all that, but shit, you can pretty much eat pig and ain't getting any more fat as a damn, if you ate, beef cattle. I mean, why would I be saying something like that if it wasn't true? I told you it was a clown show, but damn. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you didn't? Well, nowadays, I mean, you don't see people getting fat off that things. I think they try to mix it up a little bit, so it's kind of obscures the how that stay funny like that, right? Yeah. No, and they get pretty. You know what? We don't want what do you call that? Punky Brewster and the Portly Bunch or whatever. We don't need no heat from them. All right, it's bad enough. Trying to joke around and keep a straight face. For crying out loud, you guys. If none of this makes any sense, you better get some damn clues. But keep a couple handy, because it may be that you just missed one. All right. All right, buddy. I got a lot of love for you, man. Hey, anytime you're feeling down, just come on with some of that dandelion wine. I know, it's tough times out there, but a little sunshine, a little dandelion wine. Hey, I'll lie to you if you need to be lied to. Everything's gonna be fine, buddy. It might even be true sometimes. All right, but let's get one thing straight. I don't have to tell most of the people coming in, peeking in and out, seeing what the heck's been talking about at that show the other day, right? And the fact that they're getting even crazier about it, I mean, we I don't know what in the heck these guys think they are about to be doing, but they are doing it, and I am not sure about it, buddy. If you were, I'd scratch my head. Okay. That's totally fine if you're not sure. Okay. Matter of fact, it's a good sign. All right. If you're just going along with it to get along and you don't even have anything to say, please stop listening. All right. This ain't for you. Give him one of them moon pies anyway, though, would you? All right. You guys, if you got a good meal waiting on you, though, could you wait a little bit before you get them, that sweet stuff? It'll put you to sleep if you don't watch it. Okay. Now, I usually keep my sugar till after 3 o'clock. That's about when, stuff like that can really lay man down if he needs to take a nap or something like that. But just to sit here and start the day, I don't know why anybody would break a fast with a doggone bunch of rough ass wheat like that. I mean, they want to put on clown show nonsense just to blow smoke over the fact that they might have known what that shit did to you before the beginning of the history of human civilization. Okay. I don't know if I'm right, but I do have a couple little bitty bits of suspicion. Now, you could look at the size of them monolithic buildings and you tell me that some of them motherfuckers came from a bunch of freaking huff and puffing motherfuckers like y'all right now sitting here, trying to make it seem like they didn't just fart out loud in the barnyard and all that. Okay? You know damn well who the hell did that. Don't you lie to me. That ain't changing nothing about history, is it? Now, you might want to watch all them beans you've been eating, but I do understand if you got an appetite. Okay? That might be all you have for a little while. And that's why they call survival food survival food. You know why? Because hopefully you survive until the harvest when you can get something better to eat. Maybe even trade it for, I don't know, there might be some vegans, back in time where, hell, y'all got some beef we could have. Like, man, that's pretty cruel, y'all, to just be sitting on all that beef, acting like you're about to eat it, knowing damn well that it's going to hurt them feelings. Yeah, you're probably right. We probably ought to get some of that beef down the road. We don't want our conscience going out of whack like that. Hell, I mean, even if it ain't true, you do have a point there, sir. And the other thing is if you eat a vegan diet, even if you believe it's not butter, okay? Trust the fuck it ain't. It is not butter all day. Don't let them tell you it's the same thing, okay? Anytime you want to charge 2 pennies instead of one, that's the good stuff, okay? Anytime they try to stir up weird freaking witchy canola, I don't even know where that came from. I don't. Is that a real plant? Canola. No, that sounds like some kind of weird thing you freaking drop a dang atomic bomb from or something. Canola. Canola what? Now you're gonna have to take a time trip to figure that out. Okay. Just trying not to yell the answer right if you know, because that shit was bogus. All right. I happened to had a trip over there, wherever that was. Yeah, I found some real nice people there. It'd have been a shame if they were melted into the wall or something, you know what I mean? Ah, fuck. Never mind. Shut up. This ain't nothing real, okay? Let's try to keep it peachy. On the peachy side of fiction, you know what I mean? Easy with that other stuff, buddy. Sometimes you gotta knock on some things before we get our undies unwrinkled. Okay? If you start without them wrinkled, there's a chance they won't ever get in a bunch. I swear they won't. I swear they won't. Okay? And if you don't believe, sit around until you know. Okay? Because all you gotta do is open your eyes and see something. And maybe there be more meaning there. I haven't said something. Yep. Especially since all you got is full of beliefs, right? I mean, hell, come on, Indian summer. You ain't got to rake nothing up. Come on, buddy. Come on. If you don't know what it means, don't try to think about it. All right. Just don't be trying to send anybody off with what you think is good, right? All right. All right, bud. Well, you know what? These are neat things we got now. These mechanized implements and all that stuff. You know what they told me the other day? They said because Pa was so tall. Yep. That even though they had always been bragging about him being one of the most productive workers and all that stuff, it turns out them pushing him and giving him all them good names and everything for having been special and real important to the boss and all that. Turns out he wore his parts out a little early. Yep. Yeah. Nah. I mean, that part was real. That part was real. I guess the part they told him he was a superhero or something. They might have had to, fill that a little bit more full of hot air before they, zipped it up, you know? The boy, they had him going, didn't they? Man, he really thought he was something. Now he's all bent over, uh, you know, eating the free I don't know why they got these guys, these tall old boys talking about eat all this wheat in a bowl with some milk that had the fat took out of it. I swear, I shit you not. Nah, man, you can't joke about everything. They got these guys so scared of being fat. They got him giving away the doggone fat out the damn cow. I think that might be the only one that'll get you skinny. And if you think I'm a clown because I said that, hey, buddy, we can go have clown days. We'll find out who's the clown, right? It's always fun to call a clown until the clown's telling you what gets the guy skinny if he's going to have a damn bunch of fat or not out of his milk or his wheat or whatever. If you think that sounds like something nobody should be paying any attention to, that's exactly what the hell I think. You're right. That's the first thing you said all day. That's right. And I love you. I love you. You know that? You're not fooling anybody. You're pretty sweet on the inside, aren't you? I don't mean like that. Take it easy, buddy. All right. If you get any ideas, those are yours, not mine. Okay? Let's get that straight. All right. Now, some people aren't as friendly out there in the wild west. Occasionally, they got to call the sheriff in just to make sure folks stay friendly. All right. Now, one thing you got to watch out with them friendly folks, though, is they're being friendly as an idea of what they might want to be friendly about. And some of those people, we're not talking men and women on the land now, but we're talking like regularly just fresh stamped out people with some idea of what's good. You better make sure they got the whole book read because sometimes they seem to be missing some spots. And Miss Jones, I thought, well, she just told me that the other day. We were talking about who to kick in the shins and who to punch in the eye. And it's a fictitious clown show, so get the hell right out of here acting shocked about something like that. Okay? But once in a while, things happen and they might be necessary. And if you pour a glass of whole milk and you drink it like it's going to make you skinny, not everybody's going to call you dummy. You know that? Not everybody's going to make a scared face either. All right. And not everyone's going to tell you nothing if you don't know. So get it here. I don't know where they freaking got these guys saying they're going to lose some weight or get cut up or whatever. But sometimes when you got that laugh track playing on the clown show, it actually does more harm than good. So if y'all could do something other than things that make people laugh, where really we don't need any more credibility over here for being a non-credible clown show. If you get what my drift. How long can a guy run on like that anyway? I don't know, man, but something about it, man. It's almost like I'm sitting here watching a train wreck or something, man. I just can't fucking get my eyes off it. What's the good news? There ain't no picture to watch. And it's just a little bit of something here. All right. If that's something you're visualizing, you better visualize freaking, red, white, and blue stripes and fucking flying candy canes too. There ain't one person that's going to be walking on by without a smile in my book. That's right. You want to talk about what's good? You want to talk about what's real? Well, just let's make sure we cover all the bases. Okay? Ain't everybody smiling on the way home? Something been done wrong, and it will be fixed. Not on my watch, y'all. Now, if your town just got burned down like some of these other ones, hey, Good Morning Vietnam ain't going to come on for quite some time. So if you got something to say, you better figure out a way to say it for anyone to give a damn. Shit got a little stirred up in some ways we ain't fully fucking felt yet. If you got issue with that, you can go ahead and start having it right here. Okay? Some people had a little bit enough of that already. If you hadn't noticed, I don't know if you caught the tone, but if you didn't want to bring it up again, that'd be mighty fine. And if you wanted to be mad at anybody but the actual folks that did it, that's probably what would happen, wouldn't it be? Yeah, sometimes I'm mad and I don't know why either. Sometimes I'm mad and I know exactly why. And for some reason, I got myself convinced that I'd want to be mad at something else anyway. What a bunch of fucking, just half polished bag of marbles. Kind of idea is that, man? I don't even know why y'all let me talk on this thing. Well, it's the good news is that if you keep that faith down and understand that ain't nothing real coming through this mic, the better off we'll all be when we get what the hell's going on. Ain't that right, Billy Bob? Yep, yep. That's right. That's right. Yep. There ain't always no reason to be chasing butterflies and shiny things when chasing the truth. Something you may want to freaking not always claim that you done. Even if you know it, it's bounced around between your ears. You may not even want to tell somebody if they didn't ask for it themselves. Shit, you not. You definitely don't want to talk about it at dinner. Nope, not most of the time. Unless it's something but somebody done real good. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Well, they did something right with you because you're still here. I could tell. Well, hopefully that warmed you up inside a little bit because that's about all I got for you now. If you wanted more, stop pretending like you can't make it yourself, would you? Clown show sideways. Fucking what the hell's going on here? All right, goodbye.